Thank you for taking some time for yourself. Sit down. You don't need to relax. That's just a suggestion for people who are bored. You're here to handle the business of your own mind. Start by noticing the weight of your body in the chair. You're the one holding that weight, aren't you? It's a very specific discipline to keep that tension tight, to hold on to the stress like it's a security blanket. Just let your eyes stay where they are, or close them if it makes it easier to ignore the room. Let the rest of the world, the sounds, the expectations, the to-do lists, fade into a low frequency hum. You don't need to listen to me. You only need to hear the rhythm of your own focus. Notice how your perception of the room begins to change. The edges seem to blur, and time begins to behave differently. It feels as if a minute could be an hour, or a heartbeat could stretch into a lifetime. You might notice a strange, heavy stillness settling into your limbs. It's motor inhibition, a refusal of your body to jump into unnecessary movement. You are here, yet you are elsewhere. You are fully involved in this mental space. While the physical world simply ceases to matter, we have this funny habit, don't we, of treating our own lives like a heavy piece of machinery that refuses to start unless someone else turns the key. It's almost a dark comedy. The way we stand there with our arms crossed, waiting for a savior to walk in the room and hand us our own motivation. You've probably said these things to yourself. Maybe you've even made a career out of them. I'm just waiting for the right vibe, or if only the stars aligned, or if only my boss would shove me, then I'll be unstoppable. You act as if you're a bystander in your own body, watching the clock tick down, whispering, I can't possibly start until I get the green light. As if you're a child waiting for your parents to give you permission to exist. It's exhausting, isn't it? Convincing yourself that you're helpless, so you don't have to face the hilarious truth that the person who could push you is the same person you've been ignoring for years. But I wonder if you might be curious about what happens when you realize that that the push you've been waiting for is not something that arrives from the outside. It is perhaps something that waits to be recognized from within, long before he would go to write The Way of the Seal and train thousands in the art of mental toughness. A young Mark Divine found himself in exactly that kind of waiting place. A young Mark Divine stood on the training floor at Sido Karate, where Grand Master Nakamura had invited him to test for his black belt. Things started innocuously. Mark and his two classmates had demonstrated all of the katas and self-defense moves, from the white belt through to the advanced brown. No problem. Then Nakamura threw a curveball. He asked them to get their sparring gear on, while a long line of scary-looking senior black belts filed into the room. Mark panicked, thinking, "Uh-oh, this can't be good." Apparently, word had gotten out that they needed to learn some lessons, and there were plenty of masters willing to help. Mark dug into his first match, trying to recall the moves he had learned over the past 4 years. But he was up against fighters with far more skill. He got his butt handed to him. Mark was tough, and 2 hours later, he was still fighting, with his body pushed to exhaustion. He recalls vividly the moment things shifted. Sensei Layton, renowned for his relentlessness as a fighter, was taking his second turn, dishing it out to him. He exploited Mark's weaknesses, laying him on his back twice. With energy waning, Mark began to wonder. Perhaps this test had less to do with physical skill, more to do with the mental, emotional and spiritual skills refined during our inner training. He knew he had to tap into his training at an entirely different level and had to stop fighting a physical fight. Mark started breathing deeply and shouted an internal command to his exhausted body. Now. He opened his eyes wide and stopped worrying about the weapon-like fist and feet coming at him, instead focusing on his opponent's vital areas one at a time. The deep breathing slowed his heart rate and relaxed his muscles. His mind entered a meditative state. Time slowed. The internal chatter calmed, and he was able to face his fear with an unfettered mind. Something clicked deep inside as a calm courage backed by a rush of energy surged through him. He began fighting with a newfound force and control. Soon, his rejuvenated fighting spirit, flowing from deep within, got the attention of Grandmaster Nakamura who shouted, "Enough." Nakamura took Mark to the edge physically, but he had to let go of the distracting chatter of his thinking mind, which was slowing him down, to radically focus his whole being on victory. He finally stopped thinking about the test, worrying about how well he was doing and what moves he should make next. He became front sight focused on hitting just one target at a time, landing a strike or a blocking move, and found he could more easily tap into the mental toughness and spiritual strength he needed to succeed. As he earned his black belt, he stumbled upon what would eventually become the first tenet of maintaining front sight focus. To win at anything, we must first win control over our own minds. And as you hear that story, you might find yourself smiling, or perhaps just feeling a quiet sense of amusement. It's almost as if you've been looking for your glasses while they were sitting right there on your head. That struggle to find an external force, you can let that go, knowing that the person who was waiting for a push was simply a version of you who hadn't yet realized that the command was the person. You can leave that old way of thinking in the past, where it served its purpose, and let it drift away like a shadow at sunset. You might be surprised to find how natural it feels to shift your focus now. When you imagine your next task, you don't need to do it all at once. You can simply be aware of the front sight, just one small, manageable target. And as you breathe, you might notice that the desire to wait for someone else just dissolves. Replacing it is a sense of quiet authority, a knowledge that the now has always been yours to whisper whenever you choose. And as you think about the days ahead, you might wonder, when will you first notice this change? Perhaps it will be when you sit down to start something new. Instead of waiting, you'll find yourself already in motion. You might notice your heart rate steadying, your mind clearing, and that familiar, calm courage rising up from your core. You might notice your heart rate steadying, your mind clearing, and that familiar, calm courage rising up from your core. It is a very comfortable way to move through your life, knowing that you are the one who decides when the fight begins. You can take all of this with you. You don't need to remember it. Your unconscious mind knows exactly how to access this focus when you need it most. And whenever you need to move, you will simply breathe, find your target, and step forward. And now, in a way that feels exactly right for you. You can let your eyes open, bringing that newfound quiet command back into your world, fully awake and ready. Take a few deep breaths, stretch out, wriggle your fingers and toes, and if you haven't already, open your eyes. Welcome back. You are perfect, just as you are.